Speaking of which, I mean, you are living with the fear that they are messing around, and it's gotten to a point where you're putting a tracker on their phone, then you know this thing's already over.
Yeah, this is it's gotten really bad. Good friend of mine is going through this, and he came to me for some advice, and I struggled with what to tell him because we are two completely different people, and that's when he gave me full reign to really just come on and talk about it and see what other people would think. So, just a little quick background. This is my dude. He's been in this relationship for about 3 years now. It's a very serious relationship, someone who he was definitely considering spending the rest of his life with. They have a kid together, from other past relationships as well, and they've just kind of made it one big happy family.
They have a blended family now.
They do. And for the most part, really healthy relationship. There's been no infidelities in the past or anything like that. And he is a very non-confrontational person. That is completely who he is. He does not like to address the elephant in the room. He does not like to have any type of confrontations. That's just not him. He's a really just nice guy, outgoing guy, always wants to keep everything positive. That's who he is.
That doesn't necessarily make you a nice guy.
But he is a nice guy, though. That's true.
Right.
But he's a genuinely nice guy. And so I can understand why he's really struggling with this decision that he now has to make. So he tells me that out of nowhere, his girlfriend comes up to him one day and starts to talk about one of her best friends who is going through an infidelity issue in her marriage. And he said he kind of felt like her energy toward him for a while was a bit different because he thinks it's because he actually was hanging out with the guy that cheated on her best friend. So for some reason, maybe it seeped in her mind that he maybe either knew what was really going on, or he was actually taking part in some of the things that this guy was doing as well, because he just said her energy was different. Like when he would go out, it would be a lot more questions. If he didn't come back at a certain time, it would be a lot more questions. Whereas before she found out that her friend was having this infidelity issue, it was never like that in their relationship. So he kind of felt that energy, but figured it was something that would just kind of blow over, and it wasn't a big deal. Then one day, he's like looking on his phone, and he starts to almost see like a weird 3D like image kind of going on his phone. Almost, and he was struggling to explain it, but he just knew something was different. Like it was almost like you could turn his phone and you would see something almost twice. Like almost like it was popping out the phone. Just a really
like
weird,
a hologramish type deal.
Exactly. And so for a while he also didn't think anything of that. And then he brought it up to somebody that he works with, and the guy was like, "Yo, I actually went through that once, and it was because my wife put a tracker on my phone, and I had no idea." He's like, "I'm not saying that that's what your girl is doing, but that's what was happening to me."
Same kind of phone symptoms.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I had never heard of this. I didn't know it was a thing. So I'm like, wait, what? So then he said, eventually, what he did was he sent some text message. He didn't tell me exactly what it was, but he sent the text message that he knew if she saw it, it was going to change her mood. In his mind, how is she going to handle that?
So he's baiting her.
Exactly. So he sent the text message, and he said when he got home, it was extremely clear that she was pissed off. So he kept asking her, like, what's wrong? What's the problem? And of course, she can't say. So she's pretending nothing's going on, but he can feel it. He knows. So in that moment, to him, she's definitely tracking my phone. Now he knows. 100% he knows. So he kind of waits it out, sees if she's going to, just come to the table with the truth. She never does. So then one day, he asked her straight up, like, hey, something weird is going on with my phone. I've been having this happen and this happen and that happen. Do you know of any reason why my phone will be acting like this? And then her response was, why would I know that? Like, why would I possibly know what's going on with your phone?
Well, it's not like I put a tracker on it or something. what are you suggesting?
Right. And it's so now that he has concrete proof, because he actually had his friend help him backtrack the tracker on the phone, and he found it. So he knows for a fact that she's done this, and she won't admit it. And for him,
did he break out the phone to her and go, look, here is a tracker?
He still hasn't done that. Okay. And that's the part about the confrontation that he just doesn't want to deal with. But for him, he feels like her doing it is not even the part that's the most offensive to him. It's the not admitting it.
Yeah.
He doesn't know if he can get past it, if he should get past it, or how he should really handle it.
See, here's the thing, man, that I've learned, and I feel like I learn this all the time with avoiding confrontation is at some point or another it blows up.
It's going to catch up to you.
Period, right?
Yeah, you're only human.
So you can kick it down the road, but it starts to eat at you, right? And at some point or another, you're going to have to address it. Maybe verbally you never actually address it and the relationship is just over. That's still addressing it, but now you've got a relationship that's not around anymore. So he's got no reason not to.
That's what I told him.
But I know when there's kids involved and you're also attached to the kids from a previous relationship, like it's complicated. It's not cut and dry.
Right.
And he wants to marry her, so he just.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
No.
He thinks he might have to run now. He just doesn't know what to do.
You got to be the one at the church when they ask, is there anybody here?
I won't even let him finish. Me!
Right here. Whatever you're about to say, sir, it's me.
The Bert Show.
Hey, do you like what you just watched? Because you can get more Bert Show for free. We drop new podcast every weekday, and you can find us anywhere. Spotify, Apple, any place you get podcasts.